Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are in level 4, Kanda, Chapu, Thalam. We are seeing korvais in Kanda, Chapu, Thalam. We had seen the first section of 3 korvais. Today I am going to take few more korvais in Kanda, Chapu, Thalam. With a different dimension, I am trying to structure a few phrases and trying to form a korvai, giving you an idea how to go about forming a korvai. Before I get into the class, I will start this class with a Thirukkural. பற்று அற்றேம் என்பார் படிற்று ஒழுக்கம் எற்று எற்று என்று ஏதம் பலவும் தரும் பற்றுகளை துறந்தோம் என்று சொல்கின்றவரின் பொய்யொழுக்கம் என்ன செய்தோம் என்று வருந்தும்படியான துன்பத்தையே உண்டாக்கும். The person who claims that we are completely detached, we are leading a pious life, though they may say it outward, Thiruvallur compares that within their mind, what they had done, they know themselves, and actually it will give harmful or ill effects on them. That's the comparison Thiruvallur makes. You have to be true to yourself. That's what he says. Don't have to tell that you're a pious person, and that's what this Thirukkural states about. With this, I'm entering into the class. Last class we learned 3 korvais in Kanda, Chapu, Thalam in Dinkitta Takadinna sequence. Today I am going to teach you few more korvais in the second segment. When you play Dhimi Dhimi Taka Dhimi Taka, after you play that sequence, Taka Dhimi Tata Dhimi Taka Dhimi Tata Dhimi. Let me explain that portion towards the last portion where you can interlude this korvai. Taka Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Taka Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Taka Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Taka Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Taka Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Taka Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Taka Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Taka Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Talangada Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Talangada Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Talangada Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Taka Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Talangada Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Talangada Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Dhimi Tata Dhim, Talangada Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Talangada Kada 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 Dhimi Tata Dhim, Talangada Kada Kada Talangada Kada. So you reduce and finally seamlessly integrate the Tirmanam or the short mora towards the end. Now, when you were reducing, after you reduce to this part, before playing the Tirmanam, you can fit in the korvai. The korvai goes like this. Tankita Takadari Daga, Adi Kitaton Tankita Takadari Daga, Adi Kitaton Takadari Daga, Tadi Kitaton Tadi Kitaton Tadi Kitaton. construct goes like this. Tit tankita takatarikita takataga. Tankita takatarikita takataga. Takatarikita takataga. So these are the three constructs. In between you are interluding tadhi kitatum, tadhi kitatum, tadhi kitatum after each of these phrases. Tit tankita takatarikita takataha is 12 beats. Tankita takatarikita takataha 10 beats. Takatarikita takataga 8 beats. 8 aksharas. When I say beats, it's 8 aksharas. So 12 aksharas, 10 aksharas, and 8 aksharas. In terms of beats, it's 3, 2.5, and 2. So 5.5 plus 2, 7.5 beats it works out to. So interludes, what all you do? Tadi kitatan tangida tadi tadi kitatan tadi kitatan. So for the first two phrases, you are fitting one tadi kitatum. The last phrase, to get the beauty, in addition to one, you are adding two more, so it gets the three tadi kitatum. Do you feel like you are getting three tadi kitatum, which fits the structure of a korvai and qualifies it for the korvai. So 5 times tadi kitatum is 30. 30 is, when you look at the beats, it's again 7.5. So the first one is also 7.5. This one is also 7.5. It adds up to 15 beats. As I explained you before, I will show the chart with the math, and so that you will also understand it very clearly. The way I also demonstrated to you how I have played for the first variety. Now we can play the different variations. That's the vanilla. So now there is a scope here for the creativity. All the thumbs you can reduce by 2. The similar example what we saw in Kanda Chapu, earlier sequence, earlier korvai, the same concepts can be verbatim adapted, but it gives a completely different dimension to this korvai. So you can use the same concept. Tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan. That's the second variety. The third time you further remove the thumb as well, and you play a different variety here. When I say tadi kitatan, there is into that gap is takita. So you don't have to play takita fully. When you play fully, you are elementary. So that mind, the rhythm should get into your mind. Tadi kitatan, tadi kitatan, tadi kitatan. In memory, you should have takita, not played. For beginning, when you are practicing, you can do like this, tam tam tam, interlude. But when you are playing or presenting, showcasing outside, you should not play this because it shows that you are only at level 0. So when you want to show that you are an expert, you give a gap. It embellishes your play. So now, 3 different varieties I have taught you. Now you should also try to play different varieties and express it as well. So let me express first, and let me also tell it in Kanda Chapu Thalam. Tadi kitatan tangida tadi tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tangida tadi kitatan tadi kitatan Tadi kita tada. That's how it comes in Kanda Jadi Ekathalam and Kanda Chapathalam. You should play 3 varieties. Rule of thumb again, if you are confident about one, you repeat it 3 times. So let's go into another perspective of another korvai I will teach you. Tang tang So tit tang eight aksharas. Tat thang 5 aksharas. Tat plus thang. Tang tit tang dim tat thang. Tit tang is again 8. Dim tat thang. Dim ta thang 7. Tit tang din tat tat thang. So dim ta thang. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 9. So first time when you are playing tat thang is 5, din tat thang is 7, dim tat thang is 9. As it concludes with 9, you are using the lateral phrase of taka dimita dikita tom taha, taka dimita dikita tom taha, taka dimita dikita tom to make the construct in unison. It has a beauty in it, and that's how this 80 aksharas korvai you have arrived at. This is one variety. The next variety, tit din tat tom, tit din tat tom, tit din tat tom. So it's equal phrases thrice you are repeating. The later half, tadik kitatum, tadik kitatum, tadik kitatum, tadik kitatum, tadik kitatum, tadik kitatum. So that's the construct of another variation of this korvai. The third variety, tit tang din tat tam, din tat tam, din tat tam. Tumki tha tha. If you have to go to the Balapadam, then you will understand. Taradari kita kita, taki taki, taki tata. That is taradari kitataka. Kitataka goes like from dumki tata, taradari kitataka, kita kita taki tata. Like that it should go. Because that only gives the essence of this soul. Okay? These are the 3 varieties in this korvai. I will tell all the 3 together and we will see how it comes in Kanda Chapathala also. Try to master it because these are all very good things for practice. Tit tang tong, tit tang din ta tong, tit tang din ta tong, taka dimita dikita tondaga, taka dimita dikita tondaga, taka dimita dikita ton, tit tang din ta. Tit tang din ta tom, tit tang din ta tom, tadi kita tum, 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 tit tang din ta tom, kita tang din ta tom, taradari tang din ta tom, tadi kita tum, 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 tadi kita tum. This is Kanda Ekathalam. Let's try in Kanda Chapathalam. Tang tong, tit tang din ta tong, tit tang din ta tong, taka dimita dikita tondaga, taka dimita dikita tondaga, taka dimita dikita ton, tit tang din ta tong, tit tang din ta tong, That is the second korvai. It's a little complex, but I want you to digest it slowly and understand this korvai. The third korvai, it's a very small one. I thought of giving this also to your kitty so that you can use it for small concerts where it will come in very handy. Takadinatam, takadinatam, takadina tadi kitatum, tadi kitatum, tadi kitatum. Let's look at Ganda Ekam so that you'll understand how it comes, so then you can apply it in Ganda Chaptala. Takadinatam, takadinatam, takadina tadi kitatum, tadi kitatum, tadi kitatum. How beautifully it's balanced. Takadinata, takadinata, takadina. So all the three takadinas getting the corners, in between it gets the one beat akshara space. So 3 plus 2, 5. Ganda Egam, it perfectly fits for the first level. Tadi Ketat, so second part, Tadi Ketatum is 18. To make it 20, you have to give one gap in between. Tadi Ketatum, 1, Tadi Ketatum, 1, Tadi Ketatum. So it makes 20. Simple, beautiful korvai. First half is 20, second half is 20, combination is 20. It has scope for creativity. It is simple. You can play variety. Whoever is singing can put thala easily. This is a very handy korvai. Another one korvai which also is very simple, just for your knowledge I will give you here. Takadinatam, takadinatam, takadina is 4 beats. Tadi ketatam, takatadi ketatam, takatiki, tadi ketatam, 6 beats. 4 plus 6 is 10 beats. It's a sweet korvai. Instead of takadinatam, takadinatam, takadina, you can also construct that in a beautiful way. Takadina, takita, taka, tha. 4, 3, 2, 1 has steps if you construct. Takadinatam, takitatam, takatam, tatam. Takadinatam, takadinatam, takadina is equal to takadinatam, takitatam, takatam, tata is equal to tatam, takatam, takitatam, takadinatam. So you can play 3 different varieties of takadinatam, takadinatam, takadina. Use all these 3 varieties to express the korvai differently. Can play like that. So these are the very useful toolkits for you when you're approaching Kanda Chapathala. I will end this class with the Thirukkural. Nenjil Thuravar Thurandar Pol Vanjittu Valvarin Vankanar Il. What is the meaning of it? Manathil Patrugalai Thurakamal Thurandavar Pol Vanjanai Seidu Vargindravarai Pol Kodiyavar Yavarum Ilar. A person who has not detached himself from worldly pleasures and he claims that he is renounced, he is detached, and is compared as a person not acceptable in the society. That's what Thiruvallur makes a very strong comparison in this about being pious, and you have to be righteously pious. And if you are not, I think it is a very strong condemnation Thiruvallur makes here. I think we have to ensure and then be pious and do good things in our life. I'm going to take more classes, more korvais in Kanda Chapu Thalam in the next class. Povanur RV here, signing off today. Cheers. Episode 2 Kanda Chapu Thalam Korvai 1 Mathematical Understanding Total count of 60 aksharas. Interpretation of Korvai goes like this. Tangada Tadhi Kita Tangada Tadhi Kita Tadhi Kita Episode 2 Kanda Chapu Thalam Korvai 2 Mathematical Understanding Total count of 80 aksharas. Interpretation of Korvai goes like this. Tit tangada tong, tit tangada din, that tong, tit tangada din, that tong, takadimi tadiketa tondag, takadimi tadiketa tondag, takadimi tadiketa tondag. Episode 2 Kanda Chapu Thalam Korvai 3 Mathematical Understanding Total count of 80 aksharas. Interpretation of Korvai goes like this. Tit tangada din, that tom, tit tangada din, that tom, tit tangada din, that tom, tadiketa tum, tadiketa tadiketa tum, tadiketa tadiketa tonta. Episode 2 Kanda Chapu Thalam Korvai 4 Mathematical Understanding Total count of 80 aksharas. The interpretation of Korvai goes like this. Tit tangada din, that tom, gadatagadit tangada din, that tom, tadarigadatagadit tangada din, that tom, tadiketa tum, tadiketa tum, tadiketa tum. Episode 2 Kanda Chapu Thalam Korvai 5 Mathematical Understanding Total count of 40 aksharas. Korvai should be interpreted like this. Takadinatam, takadinatam, takadina tadiketa tum, tadiketa tum.